Hi, so a few weeks back, or last week, I made a Gamescope script, launcher script for Fedora, but I did it in GNOME for GNOME. Now, I didn't realise this. I think that GNOME's not the most popular desktop environment for Fedora. So a couple of people asked me, can you do it for KDE? So I've done that. So what I've done is I've switched the Gamescope script to launch in KDE on Fedora 43. So there you go. So that script will be in the members area first, and then, like all the other ones, it'll eventually go out to the Joe public. So what I'll do, I'm going to do like an abridged, shortened version of how you do the install, and then just show it working. So with that said, let's dive in. Okay, so this is Fedora 43. Can I do a fast fetch thing? Fast, is it installed? Fast fetch. Neo fetch? No, that's not on there. Okay, so it is Fedora 43, and it's, as you can see, it's like the Plasma desktop. So yeah, it's probably more, I didn't think really, I suppose it's more popular than GNOME. Anyway, so it's the usual routine with the installation. So you literally, I've put the Super Shift G. So yeah, so actually that's not correct. It's Super Alt G because the mapping's different. So remember that, it's Super Alt G to launch the game. I need to change that actually. Let's just do that now. Rename to Alt. Super Alt G. So yeah, so down here, launch a terminal, drag it in, and then run it. You need a password, one with test machine, so it's that one. Now, obviously you need to do a system update. I'm not going to do one now, no. And then let's just go there. You need to, as a prerequisite to this, make sure you're up to date with the latest Nvidia drivers. You see it's gone through Nvidia driver version 5080. It should be okay with AMD, but I've not tested it on that, but I'm sure it will be. Passwordless performance control. Now, there may be a lot of building in here. Now, do I want to reinstall Gamescope? You say yes. I'm going to say no because it's on there already. Do I want to install Proton G? I'm going to say no because it's on there already. Session switching setup. And that should be it. But you'll have a Steam build in. If you go back up here, it'll ask you to rebuild. It'll load in. It'll detect Steam if you haven't got it on there already and load it in. And when it does that thing where it bootstraps. So it'll do the download. You have to log in, make some settings, close it, exit Steam, and then press enter, and it'll carry on. It'll just sit there blinking until you press enter. So that's it there. So press enter to exit. Remember to log out. Rerun verification. Yes. Now, if you've got an Nvidia card, you need to reboot, but you need to reboot anyway because of the way that the key binding thing works on Fedora. So at the end of here, just type reboot, and the whole thing will reboot. Here we go. Now I've had to tweak this. There's some weird thing going on with there's some weird thing with the exit. I couldn't get Super Shift G to work, Super Shift R to exit. So you just exit to desktop like a normal exit. So here we go, it's rebooting. Comes back in. And then to launch it, it is Super Alt G. There it is, switch into games mode. And then just have to wait it out. First launch will be a bit slower. And then it goes to this, I don't know how to get rid of this. It's KDE type thing. Give it a moment. You get it in the top left hand corner. It's got like login. Ignore that. Just leave it. And it should. There we go. Now I've already been in here and done the setups. So in settings, display. Now obviously you're in Nvidia, so you're locked to 1440p. I haven't tried this one on laptops. Give it a go if you want to. And then down here, I've locked my default game to that one. And automatic text resolution. I've switched off enable HDR because my screen isn't HDR, but it pretends it is. Escape. And then you can play your game. Now, obviously, you can right click on here, properties, and then you can set compatibility, force to hotfix, and down the bottom there you've got Proton. Depending on which game you want to use, it's already loaded up for you. Whatever you want. Arc Raiders works pretty well on 34, but yeah, pretty much everything should work there. So to get out of it, normally it would be Super Shift R, but I couldn't get that working for some bizarre reason. It was just throwing a wobbly. It might be to do with KDE. This is Plasma 6. Anyway, so Steam, power, switch to desktop, just like on a Steam Deck. Shut down, give it a minute. And you're back in business. So back to me. That one. Okay, so there you go. So that's very quick. That's Fedora 43 with KDE Plasma, and it's Plasma 6, I think. And that's the Gamescope. So that'll be in the members area. I know a couple of people have been asking for it. Eventually, check on the Git, because as they go public, they go up on the Git thing now. But yeah, so I hope that works for some of you with with Fedora. I know it's Fedora's quite popular with people, but I think KDE Plasmas are like a more popular desktop than GNOME, so I should maybe have done it the other way around. Anyway, there you go, and thanks for watching.